Happy Friday morning, everybody, from Arnold, Missouri, home of the big one. All right, I know you see it. It's a sad day, October 3rd, and the legendary swimming pool is closed. But we still got the hot tub. All right, we wear that hot tub out in the winter. Kim and I really like it. So the swimming pool's closed. It's a sad day. That means we got to get ready for winter. The leaves falling. Okay, drinking coffee. Over on Facebook, and I'll post it right here because I took a picture of it. A man said, Kenny Wallace, tell us about the days you drove the number 28 Texaco Havoline Ford Thunderbird. And respond right here. There's Louis the Legend, by the way. There he is. Respond right here. What day do you compare yourself to with the 28 Texaco Havoline Ford Thunderbird? Was it Davey Allison? Was it Ernie Irvan? I drove it when Ernie Irvan got hurt. And I'll tell you a couple stories about it. I know we got a lot of big Ford fans out there. I love Ford. I love Chevrolet. Hey, you know the one I forgot to tell you about here lately was I drove for Dodge too. Yes, when I drove for Bill Davis. Yes. Only vehicle I've ever had. I had a Dodge Ram pickup truck and it literally blew a motor. The only vehicle I've ever had where blew a motor in a passenger vehicle. Yeah, sure did. Okay, and Dave Jumper will remember that. Donnie's brother, Dave Jumper. Dave's got a repair shop, and never forget that. Has your passenger vehicle ever blew a motor? Pretty rare, isn't it? Okay, I'll never forget when Ernie got hurt. It was a very sad, tough day for everybody. I got a phone call from Robert Yates. Herman, do you want to drive the Texaco, car? And I'm like, oh my God, yeah. It was under tough circumstances. Somebody was going to drive it. It might as well have been me. So I was honored, and I had some what I call legendary runs in that car. And I'm going to tell you about two of them. First one was Martinsville, and we all know Martinsville is my jam. I've won 2 Xfinity races there. We have 2 grandfather clocks. Dong, ding, dong. Got a grandfather clock here at the house, and one up in the shop, up in the party home up there. So Larry McReynolds says, Herman, let's go test. I said, all right. And they'd always run bad at Martinsville. So they knew I was good there. So they said, let's go test. Let's try to get this car running good here at Martinsville. So I'm just going to clean it all up and tell you exactly what got that car going. Back in the day when Penske shocks came along, there was a lot of bleed. A lot of the fluid would go through the piston and then hit the shim stack. So on and so forth. Maybe I'm not explaining it right. Let me make something very clear. When I know about something really good, I know all about it. It's like a motor. I cannot build a motor, but I can definitely change the valve springs, set the valve lash. I can maintain, tune a motor as good as anybody. I don't build motors. I don't put the pistons in and the rods and all that. So when it comes to shocks, I don't build shocks, but I know about shocks. Okay, so what we did, we'd go down the front straightaway at Martinsville, and I'd go to get on the brakes, and the front end would fall down way too easy, and then it would get loose. No wonder Ernie and Davey never ran good there. But it was our test that got that Texaco Ford Havoline Thunderbird, which is a mouthful, got that thing going. What we did is we back in those days we plugged the shaft. We made the fluid go only through the shim stack. In other words, we stiffened the front shocks up if you want to dumb it down. So when I went in the corner and I gave it brake, the front end was slowly, and it used to go, now when I get it on the brake, it goes, transferred weight very slowly to the front. Then I could get in and turn left. So that was really good. That picked us up a lot. And then at the very end, Larry says, okay, we need about a 10th. What do you need? And I said, I need to rotate the middle better. Back in those days, hey, you see the video out there? Go to YouTube. Kenny Wallace spins Dale Earnhardt out. Martinsville. So Earnhardt, it's early in the race. Earnhardt's coming. I pull over. I let him go. Well, I don't pull over. I just let him go. But I let off the gas early. And then I turn down, and Earnhardt's all jammed up. He's not ready to go. I hit him in the ass, spin him out. I spin Dale Earnhardt out. The caution comes out. Earnhardt does a 360, keep going. And everybody says, what did Earnhardt say to you when you spun him out? Earnhardt come up. He's laid low in that seat like this, got that mustache, got them bubble goggles on. And he was my buddy. Dale Earnhardt was my friend. He come up to me. He looked over here and he said, he knew I didn't mean to spin him out. He's like, Herman. We went on, but we run 5th in that race. And as you all know, I've showed you pictures of the rotor and the brake caliper. Everybody signed it. You know, Robert Yates, Doug Yates, Larry Mack. So anyway, what got that car going was we plugged the front shocks, went to a 7/8 sway bar in the front, which is little. Hey, back in those days, that was good. That was way better than this aero nowadays. Back then, we had mechanical grip. We didn't so much rely on air. But I got down in that corner, rotate that son of a bitch. I said, boys, we're ready. So we finished 5th, qualified, I think, 9th. But Larry Mack said, that's the best we've ever qualified, Herman, at Martinsville. So what an honor to drive that Texaco Ford. I'll leave you with the next big one. We go to Atlanta. And at that time, I'm driving a car, and it's Goodyear versus Hoosier. Hoosier sits on the pole with Jeff Bodine. And I'm like, okay. So I go out to qualify. I'm on Goodyear tires. I legged this son of a bitch. I drove that son of a bitch so hard, it's like there's no way you can drive it this hard. Well, that car had massive power. But Robert Yates's motors, you never felt the torque. In other words, they didn't go, wing, wing. They just went, wah, wah, like a diesel. So Robert Yates's motors back in those days just had massive girth. 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 That's what she said. So, qualified 2nd. And Goodyear executives came to Larry McRells and said, that's as fast as we could have ever expected our Goodyear tires to go. See that? That's right, bitch. Herminator legged that mother out. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed those two. Oh, in the race, I sucked. I was no good. But my best run in the Texaco car was 5th at Martinsville. And there's a lot more stories, but we had 8 minutes now, so hope you enjoyed it. Have a great Friday, everybody, and I'll see you Trackside Live this Sunday, Charlotte Motor Speedway, 11 o'clock. Special guest, Handsome Harry. Harry Gant.